is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide and best class for PvP, PVE, aka class overview for the brand new MMORPG
Play to Earn.
Honor of Heirs. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video is greatly appreciated. Tomorrow is Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in America who is celebrating Thanksgiving. We got a few things to go over. This game is pretty decent for what it is, aside from the pay to earn aspect. If you're just looking for a really nice MMORPG game to play, this can kind of do it for you for a bit until something better comes out. So let's jump into this. They also did just open up a new server for America. I am in server 201 right here. It is completely full, so you still got time to join in. You're not late. And they do have level limits as well. So very, very hard level limits per day. The first day you can only go up to, I believe it's like level 29. All right, so I want to go over I'm going to go over like some beginner tips. One thing that I see people ask a lot about is the coupon codes. So I have a few known coupon codes. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw them up on the screen, or actually more importantly, let's enter them together so you can just see how, wow, this is zoomed in pretty close. Jesus. All right. Wow, there's a lot of people over here. You got to access a certain setting in order to enter your coupon codes. And the game has this really stupid feature. It's called an X widget. There's other MMOs out there that have this X widget, and I absolutely hate it. I think it's a lot easier if they just had it in the settings instead of making you try and find the widget. So when you first load up the game, the widget is this thing right here. It's this little like button with a crown icon. Now you can go ahead and you can drag and drop this literally anywhere on your screen and it will stay there. Now, if we go ahead and we click on this, it will open up the widget wheel, and you have things like announcements. You also have the present box, which is where we're going to redeem our codes. You also have socials, Facebook, Twitter, and then this is to completely remove it. So if you click this X by icon, this is going to completely like delete the widget. And then you're going to be like, oh, well, how do I get the widget back? Well, we're going to go over that in a second. And then in order to close this, we're just going to tap the middle icon, and then it goes back to the little button. So we're going to click this. We're going to go to our present box, and we have two options, redeem and survey. Currently, there is no survey available, so we're going to go to redeem. All capital letters, VIP 7777. I think it's 4 sevens. We're going to click send. All right, successful. The next one is VIP, all capital letters, 4 8s. So we're gonna go 8888. We're gonna click send. You gotta wait a little bit, and then there we go, successfully redeemed. And then we are gonna go to VIP 99999. So we're gonna go 1 2 3 4. This is supposed to give you a ridiculous amount of diamonds. Next, we have to go and retrieve it from our mail. So we are going to go to the bottom right above the chat box, and you are going to see it right there, that little red icon where my finger is pointing. We're going to click this. We're going to go to our mailbox, and here is our gift code redemption. So here we go. We got a treasure chest right here for our gift code. Then we got another one, and then we got another one. So now we will go ahead to our items, and let's open up these treasure chests. You'll see, look at these, a ridiculous amount of diamonds. Look at this, absolutely sick. We should have a ton of diamonds now. To the mall, and then we head over to the currency tab, which is right there, that currency tab. We're gonna click that. And now you will see that we need to go to Blue Diamond Store, and we have 99.9 million blue diamonds. So you can come in here and you can just buy pretty much all of this stuff. If you accidentally get rid of your widget, let's say you click the X, it'll say the X widget can be activated again by selecting settings on the main menu. So we're gonna click confirm, and you're like, oh no, I deleted it. How do I get that X widget? So we're gonna click the 3 dots, then we are gonna go to settings in the bottom right. Then you need to go to gameplay, and then you're gonna scroll all the way down to where it says game notification, show X widget. You need to click open. Right now I have it closed because I clicked the X icon. So if you click open on this, you'll see that it now reappears on our screen to drag and drop it anywhere, and then you can just go ahead and close it. But that is how you go ahead and redeem codes. It's a stupid system. It should really just be in the settings. This extra button is just nonsense. Now let's jump over some class overviews because there are 3 different classes you can choose from, and then each class has a subclass or an advanced class, and I just want to make sure that you choose which one you want to play based on your style. And we're just going to go back to the main menu really quick. I'm just going to make a new character so you guys can kind of see the 3 different choices. So we have our warrior, and then we have a ranger, and then finally we have the elementalist, which is kind of like the mage. All right, so let's go over the warrior first. This is your melee damage dealer, mostly kind of like if you want to be a tank, if you want to have that tank play style. We take a look at the scale, you'll notice the defense is represented the highest at defense of 7. HP 6, attack is still pretty high at 6, but very lacking in the crit and evade department. If we go to our branching parts, we have a paladin or a berserker. Now you're going to choose berserker as your advanced class if you want to be a melee damage dealer. So you'll notice that the attack goes all the way up, but still having a decent amount of defense. You lose a little bit of HP and you increase in the crit rate area. The berserker is really good for PVE content and PvP. I would say the berserker is kind of like a well-rounded character. It doesn't strive overly good in any one particular spot. And then if you want to go a full-on tank build, you would then choose the paladin, which you'll see has the highest defense and the highest HP. The paladin I would really only recommend if you're going to be constantly partying up with other players. Otherwise, you're really going to suffer when it comes to doing like solo dungeons or solo bosses by yourself. Even farming is kind of an issue for the paladin solo. So this is really only if you are going to be constantly playing with other players, then I would recommend that. Next up, we have the ranger. Now this is the class that I chose. This is your basic marksman that has a bow and arrow and a deadly pair of dual daggers. So you'll notice that you have a high crit rate and a pretty decent evade and attack, lacking in the HP stats and the defense because you're kind of like a glass cannon. Now if we take a look at the advanced classes, we have hunter or assassin. So Hunter is going to be a strictly archer build, so you're going to be doing a lot of range damage from afar, and you'll notice that the crit rate is through the roof as well as the attack. So you have the highest single target damage in this game as a Hunter. You take down bosses faster than any other class. However, when it comes to grinding mobs or AoE damage, the Hunter class lacks slightly in that department. You don't want to go that route. You have the Assassin class, which has the highest evade in this game at 8, crit 7 and attack 7. So you'll notice that overall this just has an insane amount of stats. If we take a look comparing the hunter to the assassin, the hunter is ranged, the assassin is melee. You'll notice that we are getting 2 more stats for our evade, but we are losing 1 in the crit department and attack department. HP and defense again is very, very weak, but the evade is what's really strong with the assassin. So if you want to be an absolutely like PvP god, then you want to choose the assassin class and you want to build out your evade. Most casuals and most players don't understand how important building out a character's accuracy is when it comes to MMORPGs. So if you pick the assassin class and you build out your evade, you're going to dominate PvP because everyone's attacks are going to be missing. I guarantee you, people will not build out their accuracy. So let's head on over to the Elementalist. This is going to be kind of like your mage, also a support character as well. So right off the bat, the base Elementalist has the highest HP at 7, decent defense, and then crit, attack, and evade being the lowest, so you're really not going to evade a lot of attacks. Let's go ahead and take a branching view. So you have the Sage and you have the Magician. So if you want to be a straight healer, then you're going to go with the Sage class. You have some really strong healing skills as the Sage. You'll notice that the HP is also the highest. Again, though, I recommend if you choose the Sage that you need to always be partied up with other players. This, again, is not a class that you can really play solo and get very far in. Now, if you're looking for the best character to do AoE damage, then you're going to go ahead and choose the Magician. This was found out in the beta, the closed beta, is that the Magician has an insane like electric AoE damage, chain lightning, or yeah, I think it's chain lightning right here, where it just zaps from enemy to enemy to enemy, and it's insane. You can clear mobs out at the blink of an eye. So the Magician is absolutely amazing for that. At highest AoE damage, the best at grinding out mobs. You'll notice the attack is 8, HP is also at 7, so you still even have some decent survivability. However, the evade is very low, so you're almost always going to take those hits. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace!